Welcome to day 3 of our workshop. Today we're going to be working on the head. So what I'm going to show you first is making the little pouch for the inner head. In the tutorial it shows you to use skin fabric. I've actually switched since writing it to using fleece. You can use either. I prefer using this actually, but it's totally up to you. Like in the tutorial, I kind of drew a pouch shape. It needed to measure about 4.5 inches. I then stitched around 1/4 of an inch all the way around, and then you can cut it out and you'll turn it inside out. This is a really quick part. And once it's turned inside out, you can then use your funnel and your glass. And I like to fill it about 2/3 full. I'm going to do it a little bit more. Okay, so it's filled 2/3 full. Now at this point, you can shove a little piece of wool in there at the top if you'd like, just to keep the glass from coming apart. Now you can either use your machine, like in the tutorial, and sew across here, or you can fold your tabs in and do a ladder stitch across the top to close it. I'm going to ladder stitch it just because my machine really hates trying to work with things when they're bulky like this. It doesn't have to be meticulous ladder stitching. You just basically want it nice and sealed so that that glass isn't going to escape. Now I prefer using the fleece for a couple of reasons. One, I like how it feels. I like the squishier feeling here. Not that that matters, you don't ever feel the inside of the head. But another reason is I like to save big chunks of skin fabric, like what you would have used for this, for making pocket dolls. I feel like it's kind of a waste to use it on the inner head, and fleece is a significantly cheaper material, so I tend to save it for little projects like this. I'm just going to tie off my end of my thread and just have it prepared for when I next need it. So at this point you should have a little head ball. You're going to need your string as well. I use this kind of string. And with your string, you're going to wrap around, leaving a nice long tail. And then you'll wrap your little ball, forming it into a ball. Keeping pressure. You want it to be wrapped up nice and tight. Sorry. It's kind of awkward wrapping it this far away from my body, so I apologize if it goes off camera. You want to go all directions. The goal is to have a shape that's similar to a ball. Sorry, off camera again. Make sure your tail is not getting caught in there. And once you think you have it fairly tight, you'll tie it off. Just tie it a couple times. And then you can measure it and follow the tutorial. I forget the exact measurement I recommend. This looks about good. And that's your weighted head core.